Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. We've got another macrame tutorial for you today. We're going to be doing a mid-century modern wall hanging. So for this project, you're going to need one of our shaped metal hoops, some wooden beads, and 100 feet of 3mm cotton rope cut into 15 6-foot lengths. Let's get started. You can set the beads aside for now. And for the majority of this project, you'll want it hung up someplace. But to start out, we're just going to attach all of our cords to the top side. So find the middle of your cords by lining up both ends. And we're going to be attaching that to the top with a cow hitch, or a lark's head knot. So you do that by putting the fold over the bar, and then pulling your two cords through that loop. And for this project, I want these cords split apart a little bit more than usual, and so I'm going to be wrapping them around the bar one extra time. So go ahead and wrap them up and around and through the loop again. And in the end, it'll look like this. So then you've got 4 cords running along the top with your 2 cords coming down through the middle. So that's just going to add more of a buffer between your pairs of cords. Go ahead and repeat this step with all 16 strands, lining them up across the top bar. After you've tied on all 15 cords onto the hoop, it's time to hang it up. The back of a door or on a wall or on the back of a chair work really well. I've got it hung from an S-hook. We're going to be weaving these cords together in the middle and then tying them onto the bottom end of the hoop as well. And then we'll leave the cord below with some beads on it at the end. So the 2 middle cords, you can count 7 pairs in from one end to find it if you need to. We're just going to tie those directly onto the bottom hoop, and we're not going to attach them to anything. So we're going to be using what's called a double half hitch. So I'm going to pull these cords out of the way, just hang them up so that they don't interfere. I can pull them down as I need them. So we'll want to start with our 2 cords behind the hoop. Take my right cord, I'm going to wrap it around the hoop to the left, and then around again to the right, and pull that loop down to go through. And then take the slack out of this cord and tighten it to the hoop. You want a bit of tension on there. We're going to do the mirror image with this one. So the left side cord, we're going to wrap it around to the front and to the right side. And then around to the left. You can kind of leave a little bit of slack in this one because that's the hoop it's going to go through. And then put the extra through that hoop, put tension on the string, and tighten that one down as well. All right, so the next ones, there's an added step. Take the next cord in on each side. And we're going to be using a square knot to tie these onto our center strands. So I'm going to go down about 2 inches from the top, and just as if I were making a paracord bracelet, if you're familiar with those, put 1 cord across the front, the other cord down over that, around the back, and up through this loop, so that you have a knot tied around it. I'm going to bring that up a little ways. And now we're going to do that again, but switching sides. So now we'll put the left cord over the front, this cord over that, straight down, and then bring that right side cord around to the left loop. And then you can tighten that up right against your first knot. So that's one completed square knot. We're going to leave it like that. I'm going to make sure that all of my cords are tight, so I'll slide it back down a little bit. These cords are going to end up a little past the corners, mirroring the top here. So again, we're going to use that half hitch to wrap first to the inside. Oops. Starting with the cord behind the hoop. We'll wrap first to the inside, and then to the outside, and bring it through that loop. And this double half hitch holds on pretty tight, so it's not going to slide back and forth too easily. We want it about 1 inch from the edge. So pull that cord tight, and then really snug that knot down tight so it doesn't slide around. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Starting at the back, around to the inside, around to the outside, and through that loop. And really tighten that down. So I'm going to keep on doing this pattern. I'll do a couple more knots so that you can get the gist of what's in front and what goes in the back. So now that we have a couple of these knots done, you can kind of see the pattern emerging here. We've got a triangle coming down from the top that is layered over this bottom triangle. And so each time as we pull the next 2 cords down, we're going to tie them to the middle and then spread them apart on the inside of those other knots on the hoop. Just remember to come along to the back side before you tie your double half hitch. We'll do the rest of these and catch you at the end of that. So now the main portion of our design is done. But we're going to go ahead and add beads to the bottom. I'm going to try to mimic this angle with our beads. So the first couple beads are going to go high on the outside. I'm going to do every other cord gets a bead. So I've got 15 beads and 30 cords because we wrapped them all in half. So to put the first one on, the ends are going to be pretty frayed. And so you might need to twist them up or even wet them to get them through the bead. You can also use tape. But if you twist along the direction that the cord is wound, it should go through, no problem. So I'm going to put that just a couple inches down from the hoop. And then I'm going to tie a simple overhand knot in the cord. And that'll keep the bead from sliding off. The exact height of this one doesn't matter, but we're going to want to match that on the other side. So I'll go ahead and do that. Next, taking that second cord, and that looks about level. And cinch that knot right up underneath. If you want to be exact, you can actually measure it out, but I'm just going to eyeball it here. And that looks about right. So now I'm just going to continue going every other cord until we get to the middle. I've gone ahead and frayed the ends to finish it off. That completes our mid-century modern macrame wall hanging. If you found this tutorial useful, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. We'd love to know your thoughts. If you have other ideas of tutorials that you want to see us do, whether that's macrame or paracord, let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. The beads and our shaped metal hoops which are new in our store. If you've got ideas of things that you want us to do tutorials on, more macrame projects or paracord projects, let us know in the description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Comment. Yeah, let us know in the description. I've gone ahead and frayed the ends to finish off our project, and
you can call it done.
it's done.